Hey mathematicians, okay, a couple things to keep in mind before I get started on this video. That fractions need a common denominator in order to be able to add them together. But in this video, all fractions today do have a common denominator, so we don't need to worry about that. So in our first step, because both of these fractions have a 4 as the common denominator, we're going to keep a 4. And then step 2, we are going to add the numerators, and we need to keep the signs in consideration too. So here we have a 3, and there's a negative in front of there. So that's going to be a negative 3. And then we have a 1 that also has a negative. So we're adding negative 3 plus negative 1, which equals a negative 4. So far we have a negative 4 over 4. So the last step is to simplify your fraction if you can, and you need to do that by looking for common factors. And remember, a common factor is a number that you can divide both 4 and 4 by, which of course in this case, you can divide them both by 4, right? So if we divide both of those by 4, we get 1 over 1. Don't forget about that negative. And remember that that fraction bar is another way of saying division, right? So what we're really saying here in this problem is that negative 1 divided by positive 1. And because it turns out to be a whole number, that's what we want to leave it as. So our final simplified version of this one, because negative 1 divided by 1 turns out to be a whole number, we want to leave it as that negative 1. Alrighty, so in step 1, we're going to keep that denominator. So what's that denominator going to be? It's going to be a 5 in the denominator. Step 2, we're going to add those numerators together, and don't forget the sign. So in this case, it's a 3 plus a negative 2, which is going to be equal to a positive 1. And the last step is to simplify if possible. I'm going to put that in with a question mark. Is there a number that you can divide 1 by that you can already divide 5 by as well? And so if we go back and look, there's no common factors of 1 and 5 besides 1. And you could divide them by 1, but that's not going to change anything, right? So that means that 1 over 5 is already in simplified form. All right, last but not least, we're going to keep that common denominator. And so that common denominator in this case is going to be 8. Step 2, we need to add those numerators. So that would be negative 7 plus 7, which is equal to 0. And keep in mind, once again, that this is another way of saying division, right? So what that really means is that you're saying 0 divided by 8, which is equal to 0. And since it does end up as a whole number, that's what you want to put for your final answer.